man.
You mentioned it earlier and you gave it to me on a silver platter.
That's a good one. Best Patrick Stewart nose breaking or nose biting I've ever seen. So, all right, well, you know what? Is this my fourth? Okay. Oh man.
Yeah, you're on 4. And I got one more after this.
Well, there's nothing but ringers left, so I'm just gonna take Pretty Woman.
Oh, really?
Yeah, she's iconic in that.
You're right. Well,
Oscar nom.
Okay, I'm gonna go with Ocean's 11 for my last one because Ocean's 12 was kind of annoying. Where like, hey Tess, you kind of look like her. Then you had like all of the Ocean's 11, 12, 13 movies were just this wink at the camera. Like, we're celebrities and we're celebrities, but we're still going to put out this heist. But I still found it really annoying, the storyline about the actual actress pretending to be the actual actress.
I'm going to take Ocean's 12.
I'm taking 11. I'm not taking 12. I don't want 12.
Why not? It's stupid,
I don't like
right?
it. I didn't like that storyline. I want
11. It's bad, but I think I love how I just like Ocean's 12. Remember when Catherine Zeta-Jones steals that stuff from Brad Pitt and he does that face when he like scrunches up his face?
Oh yeah, she got his phone. It wasn't as funny as how he just jumped out the window in the very beginning. He's just like he has a slightly worn out right heel, size 11 boot. And he just takes off running.
Oh yeah, I love it. So I remember watching that plot line that Bruce Willis, and then Bruce Willis shows up, and you're like, what is happening? So I'm gonna do that. I'm not even doing Aaron Brockovich. I'm taking Ocean's 12, which is crazy.
Are you just doing it to spite me?
Well, I took Pretty Women in Notting Hill, and Charlie Wilson's War, My Best Friend's Wedding. So I want to add something funky in there.
You're right. That is pretty funky. All right. Well, I'm good with my lineup.
All right, nice. So go to Movies, Films, and Flicks Facebook the day after this episode is released and vote. And, if you listen to this 3 months after this episode is released, just go to Movies, Films, and Flicks Facebook and vote on the latest polls we have. We got funky tournaments and all that going on. So, Eric, top 3 moments, My Best Friend's Wedding. What's your favorite?
I think Paul Giamatti.
Eric just froze.
Oh, it's like, whoa, Paul Giamatti, a cameo.
Mm-hmm. He was great.
Top 3 moments. The lunch scene is just way too much. I'm gonna go with Rupert Everett slaps Cameron Diaz in the rear, just because he can. When they go to the church and they're pretending to be engaged, and that's what happens. And I thought they tied it together well when he came back to say bye to her, and he was actually saying bye.
I love it.
And I'm gonna do a fourth.
Oh, I like it.
I'm gonna do because the fact that I believe, and I bring up conspiracy theories all the time on this episode on this podcast, but I think the American version of The Office stole from this movie because that plot line of marrying the wrong person is powerful, and it kept The Office going for about 3 seasons with Pam, and the guy from the stockroom, and Jim trying to marry her. I know it's a little different, but I think My Best Friend's Wedding introduced how marrying the wrong person is a much stronger motivator than the love triangle. Because there's more of like this finality of marrying the wrong person. So I also love how it inspired The Office many years later.
Wait, the two, if they married, would be the wrong. And she was trying to break him up from the right. Because
it's
Kenny
a
right
little
for
bit
him?
switch. But at the beginning of My Best Friend's Wedding, you think he's marrying the wrong person.
Because she drives
crazy. But then
crazy.
you realize, but they had her drive crazy, I think, to show that she was 20 years old.
Yeah.
I mean, you remember us driving when we were 20?
Oh, man. My Dodge Shadow. Blow that thing up. If the spark plugs worked, I drove. Yeah. No, I love it.
How about yourself?
Well, all right. So the helium singing, because it's weird.
It was funky. It was really quirky.
It's another one of those parts of these movies where you're just like, well, who wrote this? So I'm going to do that. Let's see.
I love they have the confidence to throw in these random scenes.
I love when at the lunch, when he's talking about how he mentored at the institution, he calls her Poopy. He calls Julianne Poopy.
No way, really?
Yeah. So he's like, yeah, Poopy.
It's hilarious.
Yeah, so
he could get away with it.
So he calls her Poopy. I like when she hangs up and he goes, coffee, anyone? And everyone's like, yeah. Like, they're not even bothered about. You know what? I feel like that group at the table's so used to her being a pain in the butt.
You're right.
That as soon as she hangs up, they're like, yeah, there's coffee. Like, they're just so, like, he He probably tells them all about her. And then, oh, it's Juliana again.
It's just
Great.
Jules again.
Yeah, exactly. All right, so I got that. And then, let's see. I have those. I like the chef in the beginning who threatened to kill that guy's whole family. I thought that was good. Let's see.
To show how much power she had.
Now, I have 3. Let's see. Oh, when she goes, he's my editor. He's just here for a fiance. He's only here for a few hours. He's like, because that's what it takes. This gets real.
Julia Roberts can drop an F-bomb.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, that was really good. That was a good drop. And
hey, can I add a thing I love about this? I think it's because the third act of the movie, the last third, you don't know what's going to happen when you watch it for the first time.
No.
You literally don't know which way it's going to go.
No.
It's like that movie Match Point. Sometimes the ball hits the net. You don't know which side that ball is going to drop on. And that's why I liked it, because you going into the movie not knowing the end or no spoilers, you really don't know if he's going to stick with Kimmy or if he's going to switch and stay with Jules.
Theaters would have rioted if he stuck with Kimmy. Imagine that. This perfectly fine person who just gets destroyed, and then the two get together. That'd be a Verhoeven movie right there.
You would. It would be what you don't expect.
Wait.
Or it would like intentionally antagonize the audience. That would be a Verhoeven.
People just pull the seats out of the theater and run away with them.
What? You cannot be serious.
No, but yeah, you don't know where it's going. It has surprises. It's different enough to realize why, to show why it exists. And no, I dig it. Yeah, I love all of it. This is good, man. But any final thoughts about this movie?
No, it just hit. Man, we've been gushing over it. It just hit the right note.
Yeah.
And it makes you kind of sad because, like, when we're adults, it's like we have those friends along the way that we kind of lose track of. Mm-hmm. You know how you say bye to or they move and we just don't have time to keep up. So I think it's good to make you realize all the friends that you had made along the way and reach out to them and keep those relationships going. So they're not over.
And just, and if you've wrecked relationships because you tried to break up marriages, maybe you can reconcile with those people.
If you need some drama in your life because you're bored, try to break up a wedding. You'll have plenty of drama that way.
Man, imagine her hanging out with that couple now. Like, you can never let her down for it.
No.
Do you think George will ever let her down for it?
Oh, yeah. He'll be busting her chops forever.
Yeah.
Like, hey, remember that time you had the audacity to break up the wedding of the daughter of a billionaire?
Because he's annoyed that he's supportive, but you can tell he's not a fan of faking all this stuff. He also packs up and goes there because he seems quite settled in life, and he's very readily available, but also I think he kind of likes the train wreck.
You're right. Don't we all though? It's just you can't look away. I like how Roger Ebert described him as playfully wise.
Yeah.
That's the best compliment you can give someone, because you can be wise and you can just be really annoying and pedantic.
Yeah.
It takes talent to be playful and wise at the same time.
So I look forward to watching My Best Friend's Funeral when that comes out. I think that'll be a lot of fun.
Yeah, and the sequel to the movie Wedding Crashers will be Wedding Breakers.
Yeah. Or Wedding...
Owen Wilson just breaks
Wedding Makers. Wedding Planner. Wait, that's a Jello.
That's Jennifer
movie.
Lopez. Jello.
With Maxie.
No.
McConaughey.
McConaughey had a hell of a run of romantic comedies.
Oh, man.
I'm just happy he was able to break out of that mold.
Yeah, Wedding Planner, How to Lose a Guy in 10 Days, Failure to Launch, Fool's Gold. He had a couple others, too.
Sahara, is that romantic comedy or is that action?
I think that's an action film. I mean, he loves gold. He loves treasure. So, there's love in it.
Relationship with gold?
Yeah, I love treasure, but it doesn't love me. All right, well, thank you for joining me, man.
Dude, that was awesome.
Yeah,
thank you.
Fun. All right, so for me, Mark Hoffmeyer, and for Erik Hoffmeyer, this is Movies, Films, and Flicks. We'll see you next week.